Hey everyone, I am back again with another fan. This time I've just picked up a St. Louis Fan Company fan with a cast iron spinner motor from someone in Milwaukee. It must have, and this was something that Dan Spiffy Newman sent me to get, and this could possibly be a museum fan, so we will decide that. And I'll have him look at it and look it over and see what he thinks. So I'll be taking it out probably next week to him, and we'll see what he thinks, and we'll go from there. We'll make sure it actually works, but I'm going to do an initial test right here. So yeah, just yeah, all there is St. Louis Fan Company. It's, like I said, cast iron spinner motor, 4 blades, very similar to that one Ritz that I had. So what I'm going to do, I have it set, here's the light itself. I'm going to turn off the lights. Oh yeah, it's one thing I actually always liked was the beveled glass. Now what I'm going to do is turn it down a little so you can at least see them, see what that is. I'm going to turn the lights back on. You can see the beveled glass. I just use the solid state just as a dimmer, just temporarily. But okay, the light itself, no fan on, draws 1.81, and also this fan does have a variable speed knob. It's not a slumber quiet like Casablanca, but it's actually a solid state. It works just like a solid state. It's set to low, but if you go back to high, and it clicks off. So I'm going to set it to low. I'm going to turn the light off and turn the fan on. Set to low. Okay. Alright. And on low, it's drawing 0.39 amps. Seems like a lot for low, but the low speed that it's giving off is reasonable. It's not, it might be a little bit fast for some people, but this is actually fine. I would accept this. I could probably go slower. There might be a low speed trim inside, but maybe I should actually test that out afterwards. But yeah, this isn't bad. Well, this is probably how it was set. It was in somebody's house for decades, probably since the 70s, since whenever the previous owner of this house lived. So, yeah, I'm going to go up and rotate the dial and go through the speeds. Okay, went up a little, inched it, 0.43. Alright. .47. I'm going to turn this window fan off because I want it pretty quiet, but there is slight hum to it. And it was drawing 0.47. 0.5. I gotta keep going up and down the ladder for this. .55. .61. 0.66. We're getting up into medium. We're past medium. Here's high. And high draws 0.84 amps. I mean, I always thought high could be faster, but seems the amp draw is pretty decent. We don't hear much noise, so just some hum from the solid state control, so it's a little bit more noisier than a built-in solid state, but it's nothing terribly noisy, just maybe a little bit of hum. It's maybe on the borderline of bedroom quiet to living room quiet. Others might have to be the judge of that. Well, actually, my final reading, it dropped a little bit more. It's actually at 0.83 now that it's fully up to speed. Okay. I'm going to do spin down. Spin down. And I'm going to try this again in reverse. I'll find the reverse switch. And I'm going to reset it to low. Set this to low. And we're going to test to see what it draws. Since the variable speed, I can't always go the same rate and the same amount as I turned last time, so I'm going to compare low and high for both forward and reverse as soon as it's done spinning down. But it is indeed a nice fan, though. One thing, though, I'm not nuts about variable speed. I don't have low ceilings where I am, whether it's this room or where I live, the condo that I currently live in. It just, if I had a house with 8-foot ceilings, then this would be more useful. Variable speed dial, I would actually consider more of those. Slumber quiets and such, but I'm more here for like remotes and wall controls is mainly what I'm using. So well, cast iron spinner does make it take a little while, so okay, let's do a reverse. It's set to low. Okay, I'm going to let it get up to speed. It's actually drawing 0.36 right now on low, a little bit less in reverse. It's kind of flopping between 0.36 and 3.5. Might be going a little bit slower in reverse, too, so well, I'm going to start inching it up again. Alright. Draws 0.41. I'm going to go a little quicker on this one. 0.46. I'm just going to keep inching. I'm just going to go through 0.52. 0.58. 0.65. And here's high with 0.77. Interesting. Definitely draws a little bit less on reverse than forward. So, all right. Now I'm going to flip it back. Flip it back. And we're going to do the decade box, which simulates a wall control. All right, let's see where it starts. 1, 2, 3. Start on 3. It might have just inched a little bit and then 4. Okay, it's going to start on 4. Okay, starts on 4. And it is drawing between, it's flopping between 0.19 and 0.2. Here's 5 with 0.25. Okay. Point 0.3 on 6. .35 on 7, or it's 0.34 on 4 on, I'm sorry, 0.34 on 7, it's dropped a little. Here's 8 with 0.39, so if you wanted a more functional low for your lowest speed, I'm gonna think maybe an 8, 12, 20 4-speed control might be the one for this. But we'll see when I get up to 20, if I can get up to 20 without going over. Alright, this is actually a good low right here. It's functional to move air. 5 is more aesthetic. Okay, this is a good restaurant fan as far as I can tell. This is definitely a restaurant fan. Okay, here's 9 with 0.43. 10 with 0.47. And then here is 11 with 0.53, 12 with 0.57, 13.61, 14.65, 15.68, 16.71, 17 with 0.74, 18.77. Oh, it's dropping to 0.76. 19.79. 20 with 0.81. So that's, you're kind of borderline. Maybe, I'm sure you could still use the 5, 8, 13, but you'll get slower low speeds, but then you'll actually have some headroom when you have high medium. Okay, and if I hit high, it's like 0.83. Between 0.8 and 0.83, that's like no difference. So, what I'm going to do is, okay, I go over at, I'm right on the money with 22, and I'm flopping to go over. If 0.83 is right on the money of where high is, and if I go to 23, I start to inch over 0.84 and 8.5, so yep, you definitely go over. Alright, I'm going to stop it, and the last test actually, since I don't need to do variable speed, fan started. Last test is 0 to high, since I already did variable speed up there. I don't need to do solid state variable speed down here. So 0 to high. Check the inrush. 0.87 was the highest. Dropped right to 0.86. 8.5. 8.4. And 8.3. And by the way, for those that watch, here is the test rig, if it would focus. Decade box, going 1 through 10. Add 10 microfarads. Add 20, but this goes from 1 to 10 microfarads. So add another 10, add another 20, and here's your straight power going, sending straight line power that overrides any capacitance. And your variable speed, right now I got it set for the capacitor system, but I can flip it to do variable speed, like on industrials. But otherwise, I'm going to put the camera back on the stand. Otherwise, that is all I have for this St. Louis fan company. And I will see you next time with another fan. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.